My love, my beautiful, powerful, radiant woman, come closer and let me tell you something that your heart may have forgotten, but your soul has always known. You see, when the silence fills the space where noise used to live, when the phone no longer lights up with the words you once craved, when the door closes and you're left standing there with nothing but your breath and your breaking heart, that is where your power is born. That moment when your tears fall quietly and your chest aches with the weight of a goodbye you never expected, that moment is sacred. That moment is not your ending, because baby, what you felt was awakening. What you gave was honest. What you built inside your heart was a garden of hope, of loyalty, of devotion. You gave your love freely, fiercely, with the kind of truth that people spend lifetimes searching for. And when that love wasn't met with the same fire, when the silence became louder than the promises, you chose yourself. You stood up. Even when your knees were weak, you walked away. Even though every part of you wanted to run back, you held your own hand in the night and whispered, "I'm enough," even when the echo tried to convince you otherwise. And now, the silence you thought would break you, it's building you. The quiet you feared is becoming your strength. And while you rise, slowly, beautifully, undeniably, something begins to shift. Energy moves and it pulls him back in, because what he thought was an escape was actually an exile from your light. And baby, your light is unforgettable. You want to know why he returns after no contact? Why suddenly the ghost becomes a whisper again in your life? It's not just about missing. It's not about regret. It's not even about love. It's about gravity. Because you are a force, a storm wrapped in softness, a song with too many notes to forget. You are the kind of woman that doesn't fade from memory. You linger in the corners of his quiet moments, in the depth of his laughter, in the pause before he falls asleep. You are not a chapter, you are the story. He returns because when you were gone, he started to see what presence truly means. He saw the difference between attention and devotion, between company and connection. When you stopped calling, stopped explaining, stopped trying, when you gave him the gift of your absence, he was forced to sit with the truth of who he is without your love to hold him up. And that truth, it shook him. Because you were the mirror that showed him his better reflection. You were the sanctuary, the safe space, the peace after the storm. But here's what I need you to know. More than anything, his return does not define your worth. Whether he comes back with apologies or silence, whether he knocks on your door or stays behind the wall of his pride, you, my love, are still the treasure. You never needed the return to be whole. You never needed the apology to validate the depth of what you gave. You never needed the closure, because you are the closure. You are the answer. You are the love story. Too many times we think that their return is the reward for our patience, our pain, our suffering. But baby, no. You are the reward. You are the gold that was refined in fire. You are the woman who didn't break, even when everything inside you was begging to shatter. And even if your voice trembled, even if you cried yourself to sleep, even if you doubted yourself for one too many nights, look at you now, still here, still standing, still shining. That's power. That's grace. That's God's masterpiece. Though yes, he returns, but not because he was worthy of your love. He returns because he finally saw what he lost. He returns because he realizes the kind of woman who stands in her truth is rare. And he may try to speak the words you once begged for. He may bring memories wrapped in regrets. He may look at you with the eyes of a man who finally understands. But darling, before you open your arms, open your eyes, because this journey wasn't just about missing him. It was about finding you. You had to lose him to remember that your soul was never meant to beg, that your heart was never created to chase, that your love is not a transaction, it's a gift, and the right man will not need silence to recognize it. The right man will not walk away to understand your value. He won't have to lose you to know your worth. But oh, how beautiful it is that you've risen anyway, that you turned the pain into purpose, that you use the silence to speak your own name again. You took the broken pieces and built a stronger you, and no one can take that away from you. Not him, not the past, not even the memory. Let the return be a reminder, not of what you lost, but of what you gained. Let it show you how far you've come, and whether you choose to welcome him or walk away once more. Do it from a place of power, not pain. Do it knowing that you are not the same woman who once waited for the message, for the call, for the explanation. You are the woman who answers to herself now, who builds her peace, who walks with purpose, who knows finally and fully that she is enough. You see, the world taught you to wait, to shrink, to suffer silently. But life taught you to rise. And now your story's not about heartbreak. It's about healing. It's not about who left. It's about who stayed. You stayed with yourself through the darkest nights. You chose to rebuild, to believe, to breathe again. Till the next time you see him try to return, remember, you're not the same woman he left. You are wiser, stronger, softer in all the right ways, and sharper in all the right places. You have learned the sacred art of letting go, not to punish, but to protect. You've learned to cherish your own voice, to hold your own heart, to love your own soul. And if by some miracle he is truly transformed, if he has done the work, faced his shadows, and returns with truth in his eyes, then you, my queen, will see it. But if he comes only because of the absence and not the awakening, then bless him with your silence once more. Because not everyone deserves a second chance to hurt you. Not everyone is meant to return to your light and stay. But you will never return to the version of you who settled, who doubted, who waited. That woman is gone. In her place stands a woman who knows that her love is a privilege, not a possession, who knows that her peace is sacred, who knows that walking away was not weakness, it was the bravest thing she's ever done. So walk tall, baby. Walk proud. Hold your head high. You are not waiting for love. You are love. You are not hoping for validation. You embody value. And if he returns, let it be what it is. A testimony to your power, not a ticket back into your life. Because the truth is, he returns, not because of who he is, but because of who you are. And darling, you are unforgettable. Thank you.